Is Montgomery County overrated? It's a question I hear all the time from potential buyers. Some people say it's the best place to live, while others claim it's not worth the hype. In this video, we're going to break down the real story of Montgomery County. If you're thinking about moving or just want to know more about the area, you'll want to watch this whole video. I promise you'll learn some surprising things about living here that most people don't know. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're looking for the best tips and insights on Maryland living. And don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. If you find this video helpful and this content helpful, give it a thumbs up. It helps me create more videos just like this for you. Picture this, Montgomery County with its leafy neighborhoods and proximity to DC. But what's really drawing people here? Let me break it down for you. First up, the schools. Montgomery County Public Schools is top tier. We're talking about some of the best high schools in the country. Walt Whitman, Thomas Wooten, Montgomery Blair, they're consistently crushing it in national rankings. The county's got specialized programs in STEM, language immersion, and international baccalaureate. Parents, listen up. 81% of residents here rate the education as excellent or good. That's a lot of happy families. And here's the real advantage. Many families here save a fortune by choosing these exceptional public schools instead of having to pay for private tuition, which is often necessary in other areas of Maryland. For a lot of parents, that's a game changer. Now let's talk jobs. Montgomery County is a hotspot for big name employers. Marriott International, Lockheed Martin, Geico, they're all here. The biotech and healthcare sectors are booming too. Plus, you're right next door to DC. Hop on the metro and you've got a whole world of career options at your fingertips. I remember talking to Amy not too long ago who just moved here last year. She was thrilled about the schools in Montgomery County for her kids and landing a great job in DC for herself. But she also raised concerns about cost and commute, which we'll explore further. Montgomery County has a lot going for it. The diversity here is incredible. We're talking residents from over 150 countries. It makes for some amazing restaurants and cultural festivals. And let's not forget the libraries. 91% of residents give them 2 thumbs up. While there's a lot to love, living here comes with its challenges. The cost of living, it's significant. And that easy commute to DC, well, it might not be so smooth as you think. So here's what I want to do. Stick with me as we dig into the real deal of living in Montgomery County. We're going to look at the good, the bad, and everything in between. You'll want to hear this information before making any big moves. Now, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Montgomery County or anywhere in Maryland, I'd love to help. Reach out to me directly through the contact info in the description box below, or drop a comment below and I will answer you as quickly as possible. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on Maryland living and real estate tips. Now let's continue. Remember how we talked about Montgomery County's great schools and job opportunities? Well, all those perks come with a hefty price tag. In some parts of the county, the median home price tops $600,000, more than double the national average. Add in property taxes and you're looking at monthly payments that could make your head spin. This high cost of living isn't just affecting the luxury market, it's creating real challenges for many residents across the county. I've talked to countless families who are struggling to make ends meet, even with good jobs. The expensive groceries and pricey utilities are putting a serious squeeze on household budgets. Let me give you a real-world example. A typical 3-bedroom home in a good school district might set you back $500,000 or more. And it's not just homeowners feeling the pinch. Renters are facing steep prices too, with many apartments going well over $2,000 a month. This affordability issue is hitting different groups in different ways. Young families are often priced out of neighborhoods with the best schools. Seniors on fixed incomes are finding it harder to stay in their long-term homes. And even well-paid professionals are having to make tough choices about where to live and how to budget. You might be wondering, how does this affect the community as a whole? Well, I promise we'll get into that too. The cost of living is reshaping Montgomery County in some surprising ways, and it's not all bad news. So how are people making it work? I've seen some creative strategies. Living in smaller homes or moving to slightly less expensive areas of the county. Embracing multi-generational living with adult children moving back in with their parents, but also parents moving in with their children. At the same time, there's a growing push for more affordable housing options across Montgomery County. While progress has been slow, initiatives are underway to address the affordability crisis and provide solutions for residents of all income levels. As we move forward, keep this cost factor in mind. It's a huge part of what shapes life in Montgomery County, influencing everything from where people choose to live to how they engage with their community. And speaking of community, let's talk about how these financial pressures are affecting the county's character. Picture this. It's 5:30 p.m. on I-270 and you're barely moving. Cars stretch as far as the eye can see. Brake lights blinking like a sea of frustrated fireflies. Welcome to rush hour in Montgomery County. Let me break it down for you. The average commute time here is about 34.5 minutes. That's a full 8 minutes longer than the national average. Think about that for 1 second. Over a year, you're talking about the equivalent of a full work week just sitting in traffic. Why is this happening? Despite the public transit options, a lot of people still rely on their cars. This leads to some serious congestion, especially on major routes like 270 and the Beltway. If you're not near a metro station, you might find yourself with limited options. The public transportation here has its perks. The metro can be great for getting into DC, and the bus systems cover local areas, but it's not perfect. Some residents feel frustrated by limited service in certain areas, which can leave them feeling cut off from job opportunities and amenities. Here's where it gets interesting. All this time spent commuting affects our quality of life. Studies show that long commutes can lead to increased stress levels. I've seen this with clients who are desperate to find homes closer to their workplaces, even if it means sacrificing space or other amenities. But there's hope on the horizon. The county is working on some big transportation projects. The Purple Line, for example, is a light rail system that's going to connect several communities. And when it's done, it's going to really improve things for many commuters. As we look at these transportation challenges, I want you to consider how they shape the way people interact with their communities. After all, when you're spending hours each week just getting to and from work, it changes how you engage with your neighborhood. Let's explore what that means for life in Montgomery County. When you finally make it home after that long commute, who are your neighbors? In Montgomery County, the answer might surprise you. With residents from over 150 countries, this global community brings unique challenges along its rich diversity. Let me paint you a picture of what this looks like on the ground. While we've talked about the allure of diversity before, now I want you to focus on the real-world complexities. Despite our best efforts, true integration isn't always easy. I've seen neighborhoods where different cultural groups tend to cluster together, sometimes leading to unintended segregation. This can make it harder for newcomers to connect with neighbors from all these different backgrounds. In our schools, the diverse student body brings both opportunities and obstacles. Overcrowding in some areas has put a strain on resources, making it harder to meet the needs of students from such varied backgrounds. Language barriers can complicate parent-teacher communications, and cultural differences sometimes lead to misunderstandings. I remember talking to a local business owner who loved the diversity in the area, but found it tricky to meet everyone's expectations. He loved the opportunities, but worried about accidentally offending someone. It's a common challenge, enjoying diversity while learning how to connect with different people. So what does this mean for the future of Montgomery County? I promise you it's going to be fascinating to watch. As our younger generations grow up in this multicultural environment, they're developing a global perspective that's going to shape our community for years to come, but it won't be without growing pains. But the county isn't sitting still. There are ongoing efforts to foster inclusivity and understanding. Community programs encourage dialogue between different groups, and county services are offered in multiple languages. It's a work in progress, but it's a progress nonetheless. So what's the real deal with Montgomery County? Well, let me tell you, we've got a lot to offer. from great schools to job opportunities and diversity. But remember, it comes with a high cost of living that might make you think twice. Getting around isn't always a breeze. Traffic can be challenging, and public transit has its limitations. However, the county is actively working on new projects aimed to making transportation easier and more efficient. I want you to think about what really matters to you. Is it education, community, work-life balance? Montgomery County has its strength, but it's not without challenges. No place is perfect. At the end of the day, whether Montgomery County is right for you depends on your priorities. Take some time to explore and ask questions. And hey, I'd love to hear your thoughts too. Drop a comment below and tell me what you are thinking or what you're looking for in a community, and even your thoughts on Montgomery County. And if you want to learn more about living in MoCo, check out this video. If you're considering a move to Montgomery County or anywhere in Maryland, let me guide you through the process. My contact info is in the description box below, and I'm just a call, text, or email away. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more Maryland real estate content, and share this video with someone who's thinking about making a move to Maryland. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.